from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Love. Eluding the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Love. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the match.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. On play action, it's Bridgewater.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Bridgewater's throw complete there to St. Brown. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Love now to pass on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there for the Dolphins. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. Powerful running. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for two. Love throwing for it. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
They go play action. Bridgewater.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, it's Dolphins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Play action now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. First down, Bridgewater. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, Bridgewater. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater flushed to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Williams now on the return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back. 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it second down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. T. Higgins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Sutton with her second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go. With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running. I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. T. Higgins. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air again, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Flushed out right.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now. Flush to his right. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Thomas. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to let it fly. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.